Finally, we are in chat. Hoot, hoot, how is everyone doing? Oh my God, y'all, I'm tired. Good evening, Owls family. How are you doing? Hoot, hoot. I have missed y'all so much. And good evening to those who catch the replay. Good evening, Pearlio. Hoot, hoot. Welcome into chat. I know, darling, I know you've been missing the videos. I just haven't felt like making any. Good evening, Sister Bounty. Hoot, hoot. Ocio, how are you doing? Good evening, Ocio, Sister Tammy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Good evening, Grandma Teresa. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Oh, you got your first eye surgery. Hey, embrace your inner pirate for now. I'm glad. I hope it goes well. Yeah, Pearlio, it's been a crazy, crazy week. Good evening, Apple. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? I haven't dehydrated watermelon or cantaloupe. I haven't tried that one yet. Well, I am here, not kicking high. I am with Mr. Healthy Jr., who is doing perfectly dandy. But we are here. Oh no, I am so sorry to hear that. Let's see. But yeah, Bounty, I didn't know that you were having eye surgery. Yep, Junior's in perfect health. Go figure. Me, I'm the one that looks like death on a cracker. Good evening, Cece Clark. Welcome into chat. Ooh, ooh. Good evening, Polly. Welcome into chat. Ooh, ooh. How are you doing? Yeah, Mr. Captain Wonderful over here is doing great. There was one more. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I gotta add. Yep. Hold on just a minute. I got a comment on one of my videos. Apparently, Gigi Deb fell and broke her sacrum, so she was in the hospital for a week. They didn't waste no time, did they, Bounty? Well, hopefully it went well. Aha! There you go, Polly. See, I told y'all it's out there. You just gotta look for it. Good evening, Opal. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? It's doing better. It's slow but steady. It is a lot better than it was. I'm still in the walking boot. Not about to put a shoe on yet, but the swelling has gone down. It's not anywhere near as red as it was. And of course, it was cellulitis with MRSA, go figure. So, where it was swollen and everything, the top layer of skin, he thought I had a fungal infection. Thank God it wasn't. It was one less thing. With MRSA and so on, the top layer of your skin will peel off. That's what he was seeing. It wasn't fungus, it was dead skin. So I'm gonna lose the top. Of course, it's gonna grow back, but I've lost the top real thin, layer of skin. So yep, I'm gonna be an extra tenderfoot till that heals. But thank you, Lyle. Thank you. You be careful. Yes, I got the tetanus shot. That was a big mistake. Oh my God, I'm still so sick from that shot. I don't feel good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I took some vitamins hoping to zoop up a little bit, and I took my third dose of antibiotics for the day, and I'm just blah. Yes, I did let him look at it. He was very. He asked me when he took my sock off. I fought and won the battle to get the walking boot off. He took my sock off. He looked at my foot and leg and he goes, "Who wrapped your foot?" I said, "I did." He says, "That's better than I've seen anywhere." I said, "Yeah, I've got practice." He was impressed, even because I put white gauze as the first layer and that brown self sticking like gauze stuff was the outer wrap. And then he goes, "Man, this brown is this," I forgot what he called this brown gauze. "This is better than the stuff I have." I said, "Yep, it's called Amazon." And he busted out laughing. Good evening, Ladybug, Sylv, hoot, hoot, how are you doing? But yet, I haven't meant to worry anybody. I have had absolutely zero energy between the tetanus shot and the antibiotics. I've been a sick puppy. Yep, yep. He looked at it when I took Junior for his doctor's visit, and he wanted me to reschedule an appointment 2 days later for me. And I told him, I said, "Now don't get your hopes up." I said, "I'll be here for this, but I'm not going to be a patient." And he just busted out laughing. He said, "I already expected that one." But yeah, he looked at it. He was all worried and everything. But yeah, what scared him, y'all, I have told everybody multiple times. My body, when I get sick, it short circuits. Everything goes back crazy. My sugar, of course, because of MRSA, shoots up and goes back crazy. My blood pressure, especially if I'm in pain, shoots up. And if I'm really bad sick, yep. And I scared them all to death. Yeah, but that's close to $300 bill that I don't have the money for. So I got to try to figure out how to pay that bill. Yep. I've been posting. I've been trying to keep everybody posted in the community tab, post tab. They keep changing the name. Good evening, Barb. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? And of course, I overdone it yesterday, taking the garbage out. I couldn't stand the stink anymore. Poor garbage men. I felt sorry for them. I overdone it getting the garbage cans out. Uh, because I have to roll them down on the wagon to the end of the driveway. That was more than what I should have done. Thank gracious, Lyle's, I guess it's his cousin, I don't know, has a small side lawn service. Thank gracious paid him, got the yard mowed, because I can't do much of nothing. I ain't even got to go down. I ain't even got to go to the garden, so I don't even know what all is going on in the garden. Okay, Tammy, go for it. But yeah, he was impressed that I knew what antibiotic I needed. I said, Mr. Thompson, it's not my first rodeo. I knew exactly what I needed. I said, I had it 95%. I had my foot 95% healed because I was doing the Usnea tea because for some reason my Usnea tincture has disappeared. So I was doing the Usnea tea. I was using Silverdine on a big band-aid, putting it on my foot, wrapping my foot. Had it 95% of the way healed. And then went to Peach Fest. We came back the next day. The foot lost its ever-loving mind. Well, good luck on getting watermelons. I've just about gave up on anything. My poor garden, I know it needs watered. I think we're getting some rain now. I think I'm going to drive the car down to the garden, tie a sack on the walking boots so my foot don't get wet. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's good. Just watch out on the amount of tomato paste you use and what kind of tomato paste you use because it could turn out bitter, but you can change that around. Yep, he's already on the prayer list. Jennifer, welcome in the chat. Hoot, how are you doing? Good evening, Alexander. Welcome into chat. Hoot, how are you doing? So he's in Italy then. I'm so sorry for your loss. I hope it was one of your good uncles, Alexander. Okay, good, good. I am sorry for your loss, darling. And welcome into chat, Alexander. Hoot. I got you on the prayer list, Alexander. Now listen, honey, if you don't feel like being in chat, you don't have to be. But you know you're loved, and if you want to be in chat, might make you feel better. But yep, y'all, I'm just not hyper tonight. Sorry. Hopefully, in about a week, I'm praying that all of this is going to be done and over with. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to being able to wear a shoe again on my foot. Okay, that's fine, Alexander. I didn't want you to feel like you had to be here, darling. You see what I mean? I'm not saying I don't want you here because I would love you to be here. Good evening, Chris. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Kind of hard to talk about seeds and everything when my garden's probably pretty dead. So yeah, ain't been able to garden. Most of my herbs are just looking horrible because I can't do anything. I can barely walk. I can't pull. I like to kill myself taking the garbage out last night. So yeah, ain't nothing happy about anything gardening around here. Good evening, Kimberly. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, that's what sucks when you're all alone and yeah, don't have help. So yeah, a lot of my herbs are dying and there ain't a damn thing I can do to stop it. Ain't a thing I can do to stop it. So yeah, not a happy camper. This was supposed to be my gardening year. That's shot to shit too. So yeah. So talking about seeds ain't a happy subject for me at the moment because I'm pretty mad. Well, at the moment, I can't run a tiller. I can't do anything. I can barely walk. So, yeah. But, yep, Jennifer, you're a whole lot younger than I am. Whole lot younger. True, true, Opal, true. But I'm telling you, stir crazy. Absolutely stir crazy. It's driving me back crazy having to sit with my foot up. I tried that, Barb. I tried that. It worked in the beginning until the cellulitis came along and MRSA kicked in. Yeah, no, had to go to antibiotics. Yep, right now would be when I needed to start my seeds, and well, everything in the hoop house is fried. So, yep. So, yep, this is the year of screw 26. I've had enough of 2026. I am already ready for it to be over with. Thank you, Kimberly, darling. Yep. Yep, I know. I got plenty of broken bones. Got bukus of them. It sucks. It really does. A little buttercup Italian Alexander. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, that's great. But yeah, a lot of people don't know. A few know about all the injuries I have. I'm I'm not supposed to lift over 25 pounds. Actually, in all actuality, I'm not supposed to be walking. You know what? That's why I don't like going to doctors, because I can't tell you how many doctors told me in my lifetime you're going to be paralyzed. You're not going to be able to walk again. Guess what? Yeah. Good evening, Keith. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? Okay, Keith, what's the exciting news? Yeah, I'm not going to allow a doctor to tell me what I can and can't do. Yep. Junior, Miss Captain Wonderful here. Perfect doctor's checkup. Perfect. Mr. 110 over 70 blood pressure. Little bit of weight gain, not much. But yeah, Junior's doing fine. Good excuse me. Good evening, Marcus. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm so glad somebody got to grow those. I had plans to grow them. Well, y'all saw what happened. Congratulations, Keith. I, I'm just going to say congratulations, but honestly, children don't need to be brought into this evil world. So they're really good, Marcus. They turned out really good. But yep, hopefully the baby will be good and healthy and strong. Just don't listen to what the health department believes on a child's mental state should be at each year. I love babies too, to an extreme. Some of these babies nowadays, God have mercy. Little hooligans. No, you're not going to go blind, Bounty. We're praying that you're not going to. Stay positive. Stay positive no matter what, darling. Marcus, do they have more on the vine, or is it going to be like a small crop producer, or are they loaded, or I don't, I don't apple, I don't. Yeah, Pearlia, wasn't that scary? That you should have seen my face, y'all. My boys, each one of them could do everything on that poster by the time they were a year and a half. That was scary. And of course, you're not supposed to record or do anything. That's why the picture was kind of crooked, because I was sitting with my back to the women, uh, and I'm trying to angle the camera. That's why it was a little crooked. Oh no, I'm addicted to canning. Once you get over that hurdle, I've been canning since I was a little girl. Used to can to compete in the Mid South Fair and a lot of the other fairs. Loved to can. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you grew those. That makes me happy. Don't forget to save your seeds, because that is a rare heirloom. But yeah, man, let me tell you, I couldn't get good. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. That's wonderful. And that way you could share the seeds with others. Let me tell you, I couldn't just get a plain tetanus shot, y'all. So, thankfully, the nurse that's over all the shots at the health department was an old school nurse. And I asked her one question after another, and I said, first one I asked, this vaccine doesn't have mRNA in it. She says, "Oh no, honey, it don't. Only those, gibbities have that." She said, "This is one of only a few old school shots that have not been altered." I said, "Please don't lie to me." I said, "I'm scared to death of these vaccines now." She said, "No." She says, "I promise you, this one has not been altered." I had to get the tetanus, diphtheria, and whooping cough shot. Now, granted, it must have been a tiny needle. I've had so many shots and so many IBs and crap in my lifetime, needles don't bother me. Except that turkey baster they used in the ER that time. Oh my God. I didn't even feel the needle going in. She goes, "You didn't even flinch." I said, "I didn't really feel it." So, but yeah. Good evening, Ingrid. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? But no, the tetanus is if you step on metal, and that's what I done. The metal I stepped on, well, thankfully was not rusted, but it might as well been with what all I've gone through. Um, but yeah, let me tell you, I was fine. The shot didn't hurt. This right here is where I got it. That didn't start hurting until 3 days after the shot. 2 hours after we got back home, I started getting sick as a dog. So I know my white blood cells were amping up. My fever spiked to 101. I was so sick. I felt like a Mack truck hit me, backed up, and went back over me just to make sure it got me. But see, here's my thing. All of my vaccinations when I was a kid worked. Worked. Old school vaccines. Old school before they started tampering with them. I have never, knock on wood, I have never had mumps, measles, chicken pox, rubella, none of it. Scarlet fever, none of it. None of it. I have been around people with chicken pox, took care of them, never got it. Been around people with measles, never got it, and so on. And that's why I wanted to make sure before that needle ever got close to my skin, I wanted to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Oh, thank you, Apple. Yep. Now, that nurse that I talked to, she's mad. She's angry. And I don't blame her. She was forced to get two of the jabs to keep her job. That's not fair. That should have been voluntary. If you wanted it, you could get it. She was forced to get two of the jabs. She said she refuses any more of them. She had the first and the second jab, and she caught COVID 3 times. She said, "Yep, that really proves they work, don't it?" Oh no, I am still sick from that shot. I am still, and now I feel sorry for poor little babies. Now I know why some of them, my boys, really didn't cry. They didn't cry over the shots. My youngest boy always looked at the nurse like he was fixing to beat the hell out of her. But they would get the spike fever and so on, but I always was ready for that. But yeah, apparently there's something in that Tdap shot did not agree with me. Oh, and that first night scared the daylights out of me. I started getting this horrible pain and tightness in the back of my neck, and then it went up into my skull. I'm like, oh, please, please don't tell me I've got to drive to the ER. Yep. Oh yeah. They all knew. Did you watch? Did you watch any of the judicial, or not judicial, but some of the other witnesses about what he who is worse than Kevorkian was. His little scientist team was experimenting with 5-month old aborted fetuses and putting lungs and brain parts and livers and stuff into mice and rats and experimenting on them with COVID, calling them BLT experiments. Oh, yeah, y'all need to watch that. It will turn your stomach. And all of these scientists, all of them that are guilty of all this, needs to go in front of a firing squad. But yep, I got the tetanus shot to make everybody happy, but I couldn't find anywhere that I could just get the tetanus part. Nobody around here had just the tetanus. Oh, it got worse. It got worse. I was sick as a dog listening to that stuff and what all they were doing. He makes Dr. Kevorkian look like a toddler. He makes Kevorkian look like a toddler. But yeah, anything that's in the dark always comes to light. You can't hide the evil that you do and not expect it to come into the light. It always will happen. It will always happen. He's got massive amounts of blood on his hands. He is stained. He is marked for the rest of his life, and he has to answer for it. Ingrid, all you got to do is listen to his diary. He hand wrote everything, Ingrid. Good evening, Cajun Fishing Hound. Welcome into chat. No, no, Ingrid, he wouldn't, because he was Trump's boy. He was Trump's boy. Now Trump's trying to backpedal and said that he inherited him. No, no, Trump didn't inherit him, he embraced him. But let's change subject. Yep, I thought that's who it was. I thought it was. I just didn't want to just jump and say it. But yeah, and y'all gonna realize Trump ain't your boy either. Government, nothing government is your friend. Y'all finally learn that, maybe. Might be too late by the time you realize it. No politician is your friend. None. Y'all will finally learn it. If a politician's mouth open, it's a lie automatically, unless they're ordering food. Yep. If you got a drop of Native American blood in you, you should automatically know not to trust the government. But a lot of darkness is going to come to light. All right, somebody asked for a change of subject. I don't see how the truth is depressing, but a lot of people, can't handle truth. So, what are y'all harvesting from your garden? I'm going to take a smoke break. I am still here. So, what are y'all harvesting if you're getting to have a garden? You got to open it first, baby. Yep, it's hot. We were only 102 today. Yep. I'm praying I can revive my herbs because, well, most of them, yeah, I think I've lost a good amount of them. I know for a fact I've lost 2 rosemarys so far. Good evening, Jeff. Welcome into chat. Who are you doing? Yeah, yeah. We're supposed to be so-called in the upper 90s for a good long while. Here, we're out in the country, so we get hotter here. Oh, good to hear, Tammy. Good to hear. You know, eggplant is a summer vegetable, right? I'm glad you come in, Bucko No No. Welcome into chat. You can if you want to, but you're going to take a higher risk of that plastic from the bag leaching into your oil. Oh, wonderful to hear, Ladybug Sylph. But if you don't have a double boiler, Bucko No No, I wouldn't do the Seuss. Oh Lord, I can't even remember the name. I wouldn't do that. Uh, I wouldn't do it in the plastic bags. I'd be too leery of plastic cells leaching into your oil. If you don't have a double boiler, You can take a deep saucepan, a deep one, put a canning jar band in the bottom, set your oil and your herbs in a jar, fill it with olive oil. I wouldn't put a top on it. You could put the lid on it, but leave an opening so water vapor could get out, and cut that on really, really low. You don't want it to boil. You do not want it to simmer. Yeah, I don't even know if the tomatoes I planted are alive or not. I know the cucumbers, God only knows, I might have a baseball bat sized cucumber out there. Uh, the cucumber vines are looking kind of good. The corn was looking really good. Uh, I have the only way I can water them is if and I can't do it because I can't put much, I can't stand on my bad foot for long. I got to try to get the the water faucet undug so I could try to attempt later on to water anything. Good Lord, Jeff. I had to get out there with a BB gun and look for them. Well, Jeff, if I was closer, I could definitely sit on a bucket and shoot rats for you. That's about the one thing I could do. About half of them are dead. Ladybug, Sylv, half of them are dead. Thankfully, I don't have squirrels thanks to the cats. They're beating me to them. Yeah, I saw, we're so dry here. I saw some red leaves on a sweet gum earlier. Good evening, Pete. Welcome into chat. Who, how are you doing? It's too hot to shoot the squirrels. I don't shoot squirrels or coons until after the first heavy frost. Too big of a chance of them having wolves in them. Good, Jeff. Little rat terrier would tear 'em up. Yep, worms. Yep. After the first heavy frost, they're safe to eat. At least that's how I was taught. Gopher shoot. Yep. The cats have been killing moles, voles, all of that, and squirrels, so they're doing a good job. Pete says hi. Junior's laid back. It looks like I'm sitting in front of him, but I'm sitting beside him. He's all laid back, comfortable like. Yep, yep, the cats. I just look at him and I said, y'all, I hear a squirrel. You know what time it is, y'all. Next thing I know, the next day there's a dead squirrel. Oh no, Apple. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yep, I found out the other night Lyle jinxed me because I'd gotten rid of all the possums and the coons around here. Caught a coon on the porch the other night. I knew something was up because I locked the hens up at night, thankfully, and something's been going in. I guess I got a hen that lays an egg under the chicken coop. So there's been a couple of broke eggs, and their water dish keeps getting knocked over. Yep, I've ate many a squirrel, many a squirrel. There was one place when I was a teenager we lived. I never had to go past the front yard because it was lined with oak trees and there was just squirrels everywhere. Ha ha! There you go, Bounty. Hmm. I know the gentleman that come and mowed, thank God, mowed the grass, or it's not grass. It was all medicinals. I didn't get to harvest because of foot. He's been having he ended up losing his chickens because a weasel got after his chickens. But you know it's a weasel when the chicken doesn't get ate and it's sucked of its blood. So yeah, Yep, thankfully the cats are taking care of the squirrels. I've only seen one rabbit here, which is, you know, disheartening because, yep, I'd like to make a rabbit stew. Maybe sometime this year I'll get to find a rabbit. Woodchucks, groundhogs, very good to eat. They taste like beef. No, finally something that does not taste like chicken. Woodchucks are really good to eat. They're vegetarians, so yeah. Yeah, weasels are nasty, really nasty. Yes, a chupacabra does too. Beaver, beaver's really good to eat too. Okay, Pete, God bless you too, and glad to see you. You take care, stay safe and sound. Have a blessed evening, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. I don't even know what we're having tonight. It's going to be some kind of food. It might be French toast for all I know. That or maybe grilled cheese or something. I have no clue. I might throw some potatoes in the oven and bake them. I know I'm going to try to soak some llama beans. I've been trying to make llama beans for a week now. Does that tell you how bad it is? Yeah. Yeah, they start squirrel season here in the hottest part of the dog days of summer. I'm not eating no squirrel in the heat. I'm not eating no coon in the heat because until that hard frost, they're ate up with worms. I don't want no worms. Welcome back, Opal. Kung Pao Kitty. Yes, a long time ago. But perilla, you have to be careful with. It is poisonous to cows and sometimes some horses, but more poisonous to cows. So you have to be careful because it spreads very well. Yep. Welcome into chat, SJ. Hoot hoot, how are you doing? No, Keith. Mm-mm. After smelling my dad eating them, no. Perilla is good, yes, but you gotta watch out. Well, if it's overgrown with medicinal, it's not weeds. Yeah, I can't get past the smell of them. But anchovies are worse smelling than sardines. That's okay. I got an emergency stash of tuna fish. Okay, Alexander, go for it. Yep, yep, because you know that makes them money. That makes them money. They get paid to kill weeds. Because people have been brainwashed over the years. Oysters I love as long as they're fried. Love me some fried oysters. But I'm not eating those slimy things raw. Grilled oysters in the shell are real good as long as they're seasoned right. But no, no raw oysters. Listen, there's a channel because I'm stuck. I can't really do much of nothing. Me and Junior been watching the daylights out of some YouTube. We found a Cajun channel that we absolutely love. It's called DAT Louisiana Life. Lord, just to be able to get to go out and catch the 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 shrimp, the crabs, all the different fish they get to catch. Me and Junior just and they got a houseboat. Oh my God. They are absolutely amazing. But yep, we've been watching it. All right, you. I saw them eyelids close. I'm watching you. They catch shrimp in cast nets. And I'm sitting there like going, oh my God, I just wished. And to get to go catching crabs like they do, I'd love to just get to catch crabs on a chicken leg quarter tied on a string just once. Yep, I don't blame you. I would too. Yep, they live in the very South Louisiana. Oh, I love us some crawfish. Yeah, mud bug, baby. Mud bugs. But they catch sharks. They catch just about everything. Yeah, they're way down, and yeah, they don't even have a desire to go to New Orleans. New Orleans used to be really good. It's just gone to hell in a handbasket. I can't even begin to count how many times I've been to New Orleans. Some of those crawfish down there are baby lobsters. They're that big. And they got the blue crab down there. And I just sit here, we watching it and watching it. Alligator. Oh my God, I'd love to have a big old gator. And they go shark fishing. They do all kinds of things. I'm like going, my Nutra, Nutra, I want to try. It sounds really good. Because heck, it's a vegetarian. Yep, they go duck hunting too. Yep. There's no, no, gator is not greasy at all. I want to try the Nutra. It's like a giant, a big, well, a little bit smaller beaver. Gator is amazing. You can put a fillet of gator next to a fillet of catfish. You can't tell the difference. Gator is amazing. Yeah, I don't know who Jackie is. I have no clue. Snake's good. I've had rattlesnake. I've had rattlesnake. It does taste like chicken. Yes, it does. Yep. So, did this eagle die of old age or did somebody kill it? Because I never heard of Jackie the eagle. Yep, they will. They will. I've seen them fly off with baby, what is it, mountain goats? I've seen them fly off with all kinds of things. But yeah, apparently down there in Louisiana, now I think it's a nutritious season, or I don't know. Don't hold me to that part. But you go nutria hunting, and for every nutria tail you can turn in, you get $6. I know it's Junior's bedtime. He's had a big nap. Yep, he's just a little too wild for me. I watch him on occasion. He back away from the alcohol and he might even cook better. He's he's just too he's just a little too wild for me. If he backed off away from that beer and that hard liquor, he might have a better YouTube channel. But that's just me. And then there's that other Cajun man. His you know what? Cornbread. Lord, I bust out laughing every time he says it. Okay, Bounty, darling, I hope you get to feeling better, sister. Yes, you rest and relax. You take care. Have a blessed evening, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night, darling. Oh my God. Yep, see, it just goes to show how much humans have poisoned everything. I always watch Justin Wilson. I have all of his cookbooks. All of his cookbooks. That man was a blessing and he was essential. I didn't mind him because he didn't get snockered while he cooked. Unlike Julia Child. I did watch Julia Child too. But yeah, we love watching that Louisiana life. That's a good channel. You never know what them crazy Cajuns are going to be doing. Thanks, Xander, because I had no idea. Yep, I go around too. Yep. No, Justin Wilson was more Creole. There's one major difference between Cajun cooking and Creole cooking, and most don't know the major difference. What separates the two? Cajuns don't put tomato products in their gumbo, anything. Creole cooking has tomatoes. I love watching Julia Child. She was so much fun to watch. And then, of course, I raised myself on PBS cooking shows on Saturdays. Yan Can Cook, all those wonderful shows. I hate with a purple passion, hate with a purple passion, uh, America's Test Kitchen. All them snobs up in there, I do not like that show. But yep, he was from Louisiana. All right, Opal, darling, take care. Have a blessed evening, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night, darling. Yes, Lydia can cook. Lydia was a good chat. I liked her show. No, it's the medicine. It's the disgusting medicine. And it always, every night, ever since that shot, every afternoon it starts about 3 to 3:30, and I just from there on until I go to bed around midnight, I get to feeling worse and worse and worse. But no, it's not a hot flash. That's one thing, thank gracious, I don't have to worry about. I'm on the highest dose of clindamycin you can take, and I'm taking that 4 times a day. Let me tell you, that messes me up, but that and combination of that shot, I've been a sick puppy. I do feel crummy. I really do. Good evening, Forest Girl, darling. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Did you make it to Alaska safely, honey? But yeah, you can always tell if I'm feeling crummy. My eyes give me away. Nope, I'm not taking no probiotics right now until I get done with the antibiotics because it's useless to take them now because the antibiotics will kill them. So, yeah, gotta think smart. I've got, let's see, when did I go to the doctor? Friday? Yeah, Friday. All right, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I've got 7 more days of clindamycin to take. So, yeah, hopefully on the seventh day, I will be completely healed and over there. Doing good. Still alive, Forest Girl, just not kicking high. Doing better than I was. Just feeling blah. But yeah, there is no need for me to take prebiotics, probiotics, or postbiotics. Because if I take them now, the antibiotics will be focusing on killing those and not what's in my foot. So I'd rather everything go focusing on the foot. I'll worry about gut health and biome and all that fun stuff once all this is over with. But yep, this is a nightly thing where I feel like I'm burning up. Not hot flash burning up, fever like burning up, but I'll take my temperature and I have no fever. So yeah. Good evening, Sandra. Welcome into chat. Who, how are you doing? I just said 7 more days, honey. I've already been on it 10 days. I've been on it 10 days. I got 7 more days to do it. And I'm taking four a day. Yep, I think my stone crop's still alive. Last time I got to see it was. Yeah, he put me. Oh, thank you, Ladybug Seal. Thank you, darling. Yep, that's a lot, believe me. You're welcome, Sandra, darling. You're welcome. Good evening, Jay. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? But yeah, right now, I feel not hot. There's a difference. When you learn your body, there's a difference between a hot flash hot and a hot when you're burning up with fever. But yesterday, I got so hot and my temp was 98 degrees. So I don't know what's doing it unless it's my white blood cells kicking in. I have no idea. But you're welcome, Sandra. Now, I didn't get to tell you. If you got those cranberry pills, make sure she takes them with the meal and plenty of fluids. Maybe you need to go to your chair. You gonna wake up? Look at him, he's dying laughing. He knows he got busted. But yeah, I tell y'all, ever since I got that shot, it just threw everything. It just threw everything out of whack. I don't know what the deal is. But I'm good for 10 years, y'all. I don't think I'll be worrying about diphtheria or whooping cough anytime soon. Yeah, see, they didn't tell me Because when I called the health department, I had to go to the health department because Dr. Thompson told me it'd be cheaper to go to the health department to get the shot than have the shot in his office. So, next morning, called the health department, made the appointment. I got there. Woman at the desk gives me the paperwork. I'm going, wait a minute, what's this about a Tdap? I'm here for just a tetanus shot only. Lord, it might be because I'm hurting. And like I try to tell people, I don't wish my body on no one. Because I'm telling you, when I get sick, my body short circuits, loses its mind, goes bat crazy. And I wouldn't doubt it because let me get in serious pain and be really bad sick, blood pressure shoots up, scared the heck out of Dr. Thompson. He's like going, are you sure your blood pressure isn't normally this high? I said, no. My blood pressure is the same as his is. He looked at me, how do you know? I said, I check it regularly when I get a chance to. I know my blood pressure. I said, I am hurting like hell right now, contemplating cutting my foot off and just going with being a peg foot. Dr. Thompson's looking at me. I said, I'm hurting. I said, my toes are swollen. I can't bend my toes. I can't put any pressure on my foot. I'm stuck in this walking boot, the only thing that I can stand to have on my foot. So, yeah, I don't know what I'd done without that walking boot. I think that was the walking boot from when you double broke your heel, if I remember right. So, yeah, I think it's that one. I don't know. We just have a walking boot. It's got to the point where now, if we get medical equipment, I keep it, y'all. I keep it. Only thing we don't have, I don't think. I think the crutches got left behind. I can't remember. Good evening, Nature Ranger. Welcome in the chat. Gist of the story. Stepped on. All right, y'all. The irony of this. It's funny as can be. I'm sorry. I think it's funny because it would only happen to me. Clean, brand new metal. I didn't hear. Now if you get a old fashioned metal wok, you get the attachment that goes on the side, inside the pan, to put your fried foods up there so, the oil constraint. Brand new, never even used it. I've used the wok a lot. Never even used that. While I was washing dishes, I didn't hear it fall down. Not the wok, that little strainer thing. So I didn't know it laid in wait to get Mama out. I'm washing dishes. I go to turn around and take a step. Through my shoe it went, through my sock it went, through my foot it went. I didn't think nothing of it. I couldn't tell that it had poked into my foot, but I could tell it poked my foot real good. I didn't think nothing of it. Hobbled around for 2 or 3 days. It kept getting more sore and more sore. And I'm like going, what the hell is going on? Well, it was angry. It was really angry. So, started taking amoxicillin and put Silverdine on a big band-aid, put it on there, and I mean a big band-aid, not a little one, big. Put it on the bottom of my foot where the wound was, bandaged it up. Hobble, 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 hobble. Alright, well, it went wild, pussed up, busted, and then, I kept cleaning it, putting the Silverdine on it. Had it about 95%. Well, went to Peach Fest. All this time I've been telling him, don't get sick. Don't get sick. Wasn't telling myself this. Apparently, next year I gotta not only tell him, but I gotta tell myself. So, hobbled around Peach Fest, doing okay, hurting like hell. But it was pretty much healed, y'all. Day after we got back from Peach Fest is when everything went to hell in a handbasket. It went downhill from there. Cellulitis broke out. Then here come little MRSA out to play. So yeah. No, I done been to a doctor. Why would I go to urgent care? I can't even afford to go to the doctor to begin with. I done been. I went like y'all asked. Do you know how hard that was to go to the doctor? It's bad enough I went for the tetanus shot. I'm paying the price for that tetanus shot, let me tell y'all. But no, the doctor saw my foot when Junior went. He asked me, he says, that looks better? I said, yeah, that looks like 50% better than what it did. He says, oh my God. I said, yeah. He's like going, you're not worried? No. I said, it's looking better. He looked at it all over and he says, you're positive? I said, yes, it's looking better. He says, all right, make an appointment for 2 days. So you went Wednesday. Thursday, this was last week. He went to the doctor Wednesday. He looked at me, told me I needed to get a tetanus shot. So Thursday I went to get the shot from Hale. And then Friday I went back to the doctor's office. I still got to figure out how the hell I'm going to pay for a $300 or better dollar doctor's bill. The swelling is about gone. It's not swelling. I don't have a fever. I feel like I'm burning up. Poked metal up through my foot. Whoop, up in my foot. And then cellulitis and MRSA. So yeah, that's what's wrong. Y'all gotta listen. Gotta listen. Okay, Barb. Now I'm going to have a $300 or better doctor's visit. I got to figure out how to pay. YouTube, thank you to everyone. I want to take time to say thank you to everyone that's been watching my videos because I know y'all are bored to death. And all the new subscribers. But so far, I've made $35 so far this month. I won't get paid till I hit 100. It's not a hospital, it's a doctor's office. Nope, they want it all up. Ain't that true, Alexander? So, yeah. Well, at least the tetanus or Tdap shot only costs 20. I could afford that one. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's kind of hard to make payments when I got to make the money to make payments. But yeah, y'all should have seen me. I got an order for a wild lettuce tincture. It took me almost 3 hours of trying to focus to get that wrapped and ready to go. But yeah, 3 hours it took me trying to figure out writing the letter for dosage and how to take it, uh, bottling it up. Well, first going into the craft herb room without killing myself, trying to get the tincture out, trying to slowly bottle it without pouring it all over myself. See, here's the thing. Told y'all, weird body. I'll never get rid of MRSA. You can ask Junior. It it can be fought back, but it goes dormant and it lays in wait. It lays in wait in my body. I'm different from most everybody. Ingrid, my garden is pretty much dead. No, they're not going to accept trade or anything like that. I can't even get down to my garden to work in it because I can't stand on my foot long enough. Yeah, that'll work. I ain't been into my garden in what, about 2 weeks maybe? I'm gonna try to drive down to it in the car in the morning, see if I got anything to harvest. Yeah, I can't work it. This foot has been going on for 4 weeks now. But the infection in the foot is almost gone. It's still sore. The swelling, it only swells when I don't sit up with it up. Right now, I'm in the process of the top layer of skin of dying back. That's common for MRSA, especially for me. But I'm on the mend. It's just going to take a while. I've lost most of my herbs. My flowers in the flower bed are pretty much dead because I hurt myself last night trying to get the garbage down to the road for today. I can't drag a garden hose anywhere. I'm doing every bit I possibly can to feed the chickens, the cats, and the poor rabbit. No, imagine your toes, well, from your middle of your arch up to the tip of your toes, swollen to the point where it feels like your skin's fixing to crack. I'm very lucky it didn't. It came close. And then just up above that, from where the puncture mark up to the tip of my toes, beet red, swollen as far as they could to the point where I couldn't even move my toes. But yeah, no. It's not out of place. It is for me stepping on clean metal. Not rusty, not filthy, clean. Clean, never used before metal. No, I have no family. Junior has no family. Nope. My family is the OWLS family. Thank gracious, I finally, thanks to Lyle, found somebody because all these wonderful neighbors around here, all these old folks that have riding lawnmowers. Do you think they offered once, hey, you need some help? More than happy to mow your yard. No. Thank gracious Lyle found somebody for me to pay to come mow the yard. Yep. Lyle is like a brother to me. I consider him family. Now, if it's not out, it's not out. It's just sore because now that skin is sloughing and coming off, I've got baby fresh skin. And let me tell you, it's tender. Let me tell you, it's tender as can be. Talking about a green, a tenderfoot. Mm-hmm. But it ain't now. MRSA is evil. MRSA is the most evil thing on this earth. But it will, if you get it. Not everybody gets MRSA. Be thankful if you've never had it. But you can get cellulitis from scratching a mosquito bite too much. You can get cellulitis. I got cellulitis twice when I had teeth go bad, even though I was on antibiotics, and go septic. Got cellulitis and MRSA. Yep. MRSA is evil. I had MRSA the third time when I had the cyst in my breast the size of a goose egg. And um, it caused my body to go septic. And let me tell you, it's a scary thing when they're piggybacking bags of antibiotics on your IV. Um, the thing that they hang the IV bags on, they were piggybacking IV bags. MRSA can kill you, and it will. It can cause you to lose limbs and so on. It's evil. I'm still waiting for my breast to completely heal. It ain't completely healed. But yep, MRSA is evil. Worst, another bad thing about MRSA is it carries an ungodly foul stench. And you know when you got it because you can smell it. But yeah, it's a beast all on its own. It's an evil, evil thing. See, I don't want to get used to having antibiotics around. That's how you become antibiotic resistant if you keep using them. I don't want to be on this clindamycin for as long as I am. But hey, if it keeps me out of the damn hospital and it does its job, I'll take it. But it's going to be a good long while before I go back on, knock on wood, go back on antibiotics because I don't want my body to get used to them and anything become resistant. It's already bad enough. I'm allergic to quite a few antibiotics. If I remember right, mupirocin is usually given to diabetics to take care of their diabetic wounds. Good evening, Blackberry Rock Homestead. How are you doing? Hoot hoot. Okay, Jeff, you take care. Have a blessed evening, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. Good evening, Shirley and Evie. Welcome into chat. Sorry, y'all, I'm just not extremely hyper as usual, but I wasn't going to miss live stream tonight. Yep, I'm just trying to get well because I am Sick and tired of being sick. Sounds like cellulitis, Cajun. Or Letitia, I'm sorry. Sounds like cellulitis. Okay, Jay, no problem, darling. I got, I've got magnesium coming in. I've got specialized iodine coming in, and I've got liquid iron coming in. So, yep. If you poof, Jay, good. Have a blessed evening, a better week ahead, and we'll see you next Monday night. Yep, all of my toes were swollen as far as they could go, and the darkest beet red. So, love you too, Jay. But, cellulitis is evil, and it hits you usually in the legs or in the feet or the toes. And you know when you got it because it's painful as all get out. Yep. All right, y'all. I hate to say it. I'm going to go and call it. I'm not feeling good. It's just the nightly thing. You can see it in my eyes. My eyes will always give me away when I'm not feeling good. And I don't want nobody new watching the live stream thinking I'm stoned. Yep, cellulitis can kill you, but I guarantee she had something more in there than cellulitis. She had cellulitis is usually, not always, but usually a secondary infection caused by something else that is infected. They don't always tell you that. Good God Almighty, stuff falling. Oh my God, Apple, that's good. Thank you, Blackberry Rock. Luann, I apologize about missing out on the picture taken. And ain't been walking good at all. It's not that I didn't want to take take any pictures. Thank you, Apple. Well, just know, there will always. It's harder to get cellulitis the first time. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm talking from my experience. It's harder to get it the first time. After after the first time, it's easier. Watch out for bug bites. Don't scratch them and make them sore. Cellulitis can pop up. Uh, a lot of times it's a secondary infection which usually means there's another bad infection somewhere else in your body. Oh, I will, Nature Ranger. Believe me, I'm taking care of myself. No, I said hi, Shirley and Evie. Junior waved at you. No, I didn't miss you. I saw you, darling. I'm just, truthfully, I'm just blah. It's the clindamycin kicking in. I'm still trying. I don't know why this shot is the side effects of the shot is lingering this long. I should have done been over that shot. Yep, I saw all your whole message, darling, and I'm glad she did. That doctor's MRI happy. But yeah, y'all, I'm just getting wore out. Wait a minute. I missed something. Hey, I'm trying to feel better, y'all. I'm got an older, not real bad old. I think it's like, when did we go? I had no choice. We had to go to Florence to Sam's Club to get cat food and stuff. Thank God I made sure I didn't walk. It was a pickup order. They loaded everything. Uh, I got a short that I haven't posted yet because I just don't feel like doing nothing. And I've got to catch up. Thank everybody so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your prayers, your comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I just ain't been feeling good. I haven't answered anybody. Don't think I'm ignoring you. Watch out for see what? All right, y'all. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to post a short in the morning. See, I don't even know what that is. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe and sound. I'm gonna try to answer comments tomorrow to my post. Apologize. I'm not ignoring nobody. If I try to do anything, I fall asleep. Honey, I don't have a gallbladder. I have diarrhea anyway. I already know about that. It's one of the side effects of clindamycin. Believe me, not my first rodeo. Not my first rodeo, believe me. And anyway, the diarrhea hasn't been that bad. But I automatically have all that because of no gallbladder. Everyone, y'all take care. Y'all stay safe and sound. Y'all have a blessed evening, and hopefully I'm going to get to feeling better and start getting some videos going. Love y'all dearly. Y'all take care, and may you each be blessed. Hoot hoot. Mwah. Love y'all. Good night. But yeah, I already know about the side effects of clindamycin. I learned the side effects of clindamycin 30 years ago. Everyone, take care.